What's up, guys? It's your girl Keisha, and we are back with another video. And today we are not doing no makeup. Excuse me. We are chilling. I'm eating some seafood, some snow crab, an egg, potato, and a corn. And today I'm going to be doing a story time. Yeah, this is my first time. This is my first story time or whatever on my page, on my YouTube. So I'm just going, this is really, really hot. Yeah, this is real hot. Yeah, that's real hot. Alright, so I have had a few of my Seagrams, or whatever, but that's besides the point. Alright, so this is my first time seeing a ghost. Not really a ghost because it wasn't a ghost, it was like a full figure. But so I was not living in Jacksonville. Me and my family had moved to Georgia or whatever, which is where my mom, dad, and everything lived. We moved there. So basically, be closer to her dad. So we moved into this house, and this house was like, it was on a dirt road. Like, we were on a dirt road, like literally our backyard was a whole entire cotton field, like bigger than the mall, like any mall you've ever been in. Like, it was like a lot of land or whatever, stuff like that. Like, literally every morning we wake up, like it's normal for us to see like a fox or a deer or something like that in our backyard. But basically, or whatever, stuff like that. So we lived, like, I'm very, very sure it was in Patterson, Georgia. Y'all can look it up. I still have the address and everything. It is 5207 Short Pass Road. Y'all look it up. Look up, like, y'all will see that if you, like, y'all see images and stuff of it. But so basically, me and my sister, me and my oldest, what the that got everywhere. But not my oldest sister, but my middle sister. Like, she's older than me, but we also have an older sister. Y'all get it. But basically, she's a cheerleader or whatever and stuff like that. So she works out or whatever. And one day, well, it's not one day, I started playing basketball. I had joined the basketball team or whatever, stuff like that. So I wanted to stay in shape too. So usually once she get out of school, she'll go run the dirt road. Like, literally, y'all, if y'all look up the address, I literally want y'all to, once y'all stop, or actually just pause the video and go look up this address, and then come back and y'all will see, like, this is a dirt road. It's like literally the only house within miles from other houses. But so we had so one day I decided to, so one day I said I was gonna go running with her. So I put on my running clothes and put on my running shoes, and we went running. So we literally ran up we hadn't only ran the dirt road, but she was so confident within her running skills. She was trying to show off because it was my first time, and I had already been telling her, Erica, I'm tired, slow down, and stuff like that. So she just want to keep running to show me that she can run, because that's what type of person she is. She's a show off. So she like, come on, no, you said you're gonna run, we gonna run, or whatever and stuff like that. So we like ran off the dirt road. Like we ran up the dirt road and we got onto the main road, and we kept running, and like further away, like literally further away. Like we were running like for a long time. But when she like we ran to the next neighborhood, like the next subdivision, well, the only subdivision in that area. So we ran over there, ran all the way up to there, and we finally got back on the dirt road, getting ready to run back. So basically I'm lagging behind because I was fit, but like I was able to run up and down the court. Obviously I made the basketball team, but I had never ran that long. Like I have never ran for I had never ran for like no 30 minutes, like run, stop, that. But we literally was running, like I'm not even kidding. We were like running the whole time, and far, obviously, because if you're walking for 30 minutes, we probably would have walked the dirt road. We were running. So we finally get back to the dirt road that leads to our house, getting ready to go home. Like we're ending our run now. This is basically the end. So I'm lagging behind because I'm completely out of breath and I'm tired. So my sister, she's like not running, she's like slightly jogging, but she's like, she didn't let her legs stop, basically, is what I'm saying. Like she was right ahead of me, but not too far. Like if I was to reach for her, I would have been able to touch her. So she was still close enough for this situation. So we're running. Okay, so I didn't tell y'all. So there's this, like on the dirt road. Ooh. So on the dirt road, there's this shack. Like it's not it's not big enough for a house. All right, so there's this shack that sits, like I'm gonna say, I to myself felt as if the dirt road was a mile. Like it had to be maybe a mile and a half. Yeah. Because I estimated it being four laps around the track. And that's a lap. So it was like, I mean, that's a mile. I'm talking about that's a lap. So it's a shack that lies like literally right in the middle of the dirt road. So it's the beginning of the dirt road, it's the shack, and then it's our house. So, and it was burnt down. Like I've never, and to this day, which is weird, and I'm actually still not going to do it because I'm afraid of what I might see. But like it could have been like a little small church even. Like it could have been like a little sanctuary or something like that. It was real small. It wasn't too big to be a house, but it was a shack. But it was burnt down. Like you could tell that it had burnt down or whatever because of how it looked. Did y'all hear that? I literally haven't told this story in a long time. What? I gave him all my shrimps, y'all. Now he's trying to eat a crab. So like standing from the front, from the dirt road, excuse me, you'll be able to see right through the place. Like you'll be able, like literally, if I'm running, even with a quick glance, I should be able to see the cotton field that lies behind. Like I said, behind us was this huge cotton field. So like the cotton field took up all of like through the whole mile. Like the back of everything was the cotton field, and then behind the cotton fields was like woods, like it was the forest or whatever. So as we're walking, like something just like turned. I mean, as we're running, like I'm basically wheezing at this point. So I bend over, and something just like look to your left because it was to my left. To my right was just woods, like it was a forest, so it was just woods. So I looked to my left, and it was the shack. Something like look to your left, look to your left. So I turn to the left, and I look, and I don't see the fucking cotton field. So I see, like, literally, I see a figure standing there, like a man, because it was a tuxedo, and they had on a hat. They had on an all black tuxedo, like literally everything was black. Like the face was black. They had on the hat, and they had on the whole tuxedo, and in the pocket of the tuxedo was a red feather. Like it stood out the most. So I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna take a glance, and I'm like, okay, let me look away. So I look away, and I'm like, Erica, it's a man right there. It's a man right there. And she like, I'm lying, cause she wasn't like nothing. She didn't even say anything. She took off running, and she was like, what? What you said? What you said? So I'm like, it's a man. So I turn around and look. And he's still there. Like he has walked from the shack to the end of the dirt road, like to the end of the driveway, I'm gonna say, the walkway to the dirt road right there. And his, like, not won't say his head, but his body was turned like towards us, like he's watching us run. And like I'm like, he's watching us. So I run to the house, and like I'm hysterical. Like I literally. So it was like a real big house. Like it was 6 bedrooms, 3 baths. It was 6 bedrooms, 3 baths. So it was like a really, like, not only big, but it was long. Like it was long. So before you can approach the back, like, which is where everybody would hang out, was literally at the way back of the house, where the last 2 bedrooms in the back, the last bathroom is the 3rd bathroom. Like everybody would hang out back there. Basically, it was like a den. So I immediately know to run straight back there. We both, me and my sister, we run straight back there or whatever. And I see my mom on the computer. So I'm like, Mom, it was just a man. It was just a man standing in the burnt down shack. Or whatever. She was like, what do you mean? So like, it was a man. He had on a suit and like basically explaining what I saw. So the first thing she did was call my dad, mom, my granny, and she told my granny what happened. And my granny was basically like, you know, just pray. And she's like, there's nobody but your Uncle Avery watching over y'all. My Uncle Avery, which is my dad's little brother who died to gun violence. Like, I'm gonna say maybe when I was like 5, and we have the same birthday. His birthday is August 13th, so it's mine. So my granny was like, "That's just your uncle." Everybody call him Scarface. She like, "That's just your uncle Scarface. Looking over y'all, you know, y'all out there by yourselves." Which we were at the dirt road by ourselves, but we wasn't in Georgia by ourselves. Because my mom's dad, she stayed like, once you come off the dirt road that we live on, and you turn that way and you drive past the subdivision that we ran in, and you drive up a little more and drive up a little more, and then there's like a Exxon gas station right there, and you go across that Exxon gas station. He stayed right there at the time when we was living there, which was in Patterson, Georgia. And like literally, if y'all look up, like Patterson, Georgia is like literally the size of a freaking lake. So like, we're all near each other basically. But she was just like, basically, that's your uncle. Telling my mom that's your brother-in-law. I did watching on y'all. My dad was a truck driver at the time, so he was not really home or whatever. Since I was on the road, and so yeah. So then later that night, I thought it was over. Which, and like, I always slept with my parents. Like, for reasons like this, like, I've always been scared of things like this. Like, not even, I won't say that was, like I said, I'm not saying this is my first time seeing a ghost. Because, like, I've seen spirits all my life. Like, I've seen spirits. Dang it. And, which is why, like, I'm so afraid of the dark. I can't sleep by my, which not just the Warner, because I moved out by myself, and well, for the little bit of time, because I had a boyfriend. I'm on a leash, and he was sometimes consistently there, but even things happen there spiritually, but that'll be another story time. But that's why I've always been so scared. Like, I slept in the room with my parents up until I was 17, which is when I basically moved out. I moved out when I was 17. I moved in with my sister. But even then, I didn't really sleep in my room unless my boyfriend was over. I would always sleep in my sister's room. But that night, I slept in my mom's room, and so she was still in the back on the computer or whatever and stuff like that, which, and I had sat in the bed with her. I sat right on the sofa. I sat right at the dining room table because the computer was in the dining room. The living room was right beside the dining room. So everybody basically went to bed and me still up. Mind you, I know everybody went to bed. I seen everybody in their rooms. So, because I was in the computer room and I walked past everybody's room, besides the 2 rooms in the back, which is Eric and Dre's room, and I knew they were in their rooms or whatever and stuff like that, because we were in the computer room. I would have seen they walked past. So I go in my mom's room because the club crackers was in there, and I wanted to eat some crackers and cheese. So I go in her, which it was a dumb decision for me to do this. Like, it's crazy now that I'm older and I'm thinking about this, because I was only like, I was in the 8th grade. I am 21 right now. I turn 22 next month. So now that I'm thinking, like, I literally ignored it all. Like, I never talked about it. I never, like, unless someone asked, I never, because my siblings knew, and you know, they went around telling everybody, "Oh, Keisha seen the spirit," and all that stuff like that. So it was times I had to explain it, but freely on my own, I never talked about it. I never brought it up. I never thought deep into it. which is crazy because now I want to know what it means. And nine times out of 10, once I end this video, I'm gonna go look up and see what that little shack place was, because now I'm curious to know as into who was that man. You know, maybe it wasn't my uncle, maybe it was someone. So I'm going to look it up. But anyway, so basically I went in my mom's room to grab the club practice, which was on her chest, which is the tall little dresser. Like, you know, you have the regular dresser, then you have the 2 nightstands, and then you have the tall chest, which is what they call it. So I went in there, like the chest was right, her room door is right here, and the chest was like right there at her room door. Like I wouldn't even have to walk in her room, but I did. I should have. So I walked in, and next thing you know, I see like a white figure run out of my room. Mind you, nobody is in my room because I'm in my mom's room. Everybody has their own room. Like it was 5 of us. Everybody have their own room. So I see something run out of my room. So I'm curious. I'm not curious actually. So I'm like, I ran. I'm like, Mom, there's something right there, something right there. Which is crazy because it ran out of my room towards the vent, which is like the computer room, and I ran right behind it because my mama was that way. Like my siblings was all in there, in their rooms, but it ran my mama way. I'm running to my mom because at this point I don't know what this ghost is on. Like first she came to me in the form of a person without a face, and now you're just like it was a white shadow, like just go across. So I go tell my mama, and she like, you know what, that's enough. You know, it's time to call your dad, and it's time to tell him he gotta, you know, either do in town loads or close by loads and come on home. So she called my dad. And stuff like that. He literally came, let me see, 2 hours later or an hour and a half. He came, it was like 1:30 in the morning. As soon as he got home, we all prayed, me, my mom, and my dad, and we went in their room, and I went to sleep before them because I asked, can I go to sleep first, because I was scared to be the absolutely only one up. I don't care, like I literally was in the bed with him, like I don't know how old I was at the time. And the next morning we woke up and everything was back to normal. Basically, I never ran on the road with my sister again. She never ran on the road by herself, absolutely not. And which she used to before I decided to tag along with her and ruin her workout by seeing that spirit and traumatized her. So it's crazy. But she never ran on it again. She basically just ran at school during gym time or action practice. But God bless you. But that basically sums up this mukbang. I tried to bring some different content instead of always makeup videos, you know, with music playing in the background. I wanted to show you guys my personality, I guess. And I'm just thinking, like, y'all gonna be like, this bitch, yeah. But shout out to Seagrams. Shout out to No Promo. So thank you guys for watching. But like I said, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and give that bell a ring-a-ding-ding to be notified once I upload a video. Make sure you guys follow all my social media and spam my comments with video ideas. Like I said, I'm all up for it during this quarantine time. So thank you guys for watching.